They say every journey begins with a single step, but I believe ours began over 2 years ago when we decided to attempt a through hike of the Appalachian Trail. Through years of preparation and training, we prepared ourselves for an adventure of a lifetime. This is our journey to Katahdin.
And we're off, leaving Beauty Spot. Great place to camp. It did get very windy last night, and the condensation covered our tent in what seemed like rain. But other than that, it was an amazing place to have a sunset dinner and just a really beautiful overall campsite. It's a little snake.
Oh, I see it. So it's a tongue.
Hey, little buddy.
Their second home.
Yeah. I think he's gonna go where I can't see him now. Probably. We're heading up to the top of Unaka Mountain, and there's comments that say it's like a magical fairy tale place, and I'm wondering, it's starting to look like the pine forest that we had totally fallen in love with in the Smokies. So that's exciting. I think we have probably another 0.5 to go. This really is like a magical forest. It's so pretty with all the pines. Well, we are on top of Unaka Mountain, and we've decided to take our second breakfast.
Yeah, morning break.
Yeah. And give everyone an update on what our plans are. We have been tracking, all of us have been tracking a potential storm that's supposed to come through the area within the next day or two for about, I don't know, the past probably 4 or 5 days. And we were all so hopeful to tackle Roan Mountain tomorrow, our last 6,000 footer, for a while. I'm not sure for how long, but for quite a while. Quite a few states, I think.
New Hampshire.
Maybe, yeah. Some are pretty far away from us now. So all of us in this little group are really excited to tackle that tomorrow and kind of check that off our list. And it's supposed to be just really a beautiful...
Not tomorrow.
Yeah, it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So it turns out the severe thunderstorms that have been being talked about now for the past week or so have decided to officially move in tomorrow morning. And yeah, so we have all been watching it very carefully. I know a lot of you comment that, make sure I'm looking at the weather. Trust me, I check the weather probably twice per day.
She's not lying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a serious thing. You kind of have to just pay attention and plan as best that you can. So trust me, I do. And there's 2 places so far early on in our hike that I've been told over and over and over to pay very close attention to the weather before we tackle them. One obviously was the Smokies, and we all know why. But the other was Roan Mountain. And again, it's over 6,200 feet. And the weather can get very
gnarly.
Yeah, gnarly really quickly. So the thunderstorms are supposed to start tomorrow, anywhere after 8 a.m. and go all the way until sometime early Wednesday morning. So tomorrow's Tuesday. So early tomorrow morning, all day into the evening, and then overnight some. And we're all kind of bummed a little bit because we were super excited to tackle Roan Mountain tomorrow. And unfortunately, that would be unsafe and just not a good choice. When you know that there's significant weather moving in and it's a significant mountain ahead of you, I just don't think it's a safe choice to try to tackle that, not only for us, but for potential rescuers that we might put in harm's way should things go really sideways.
Yeah.
So we spent the morning looking for a way to get off of this mountain. And so the best option that I think I've come up with that will make the most sense for us is tomorrow morning. We're going to hike the rest of today, anywhere between 13 to 15 miles today. And then tomorrow morning, get up really early and hike the rest of the way, anywhere between 3 or 5 miles to Hughes Gap, I think.
Yes.
Hughes Gap, and we've arranged for a hostel to pick us up. That way we will be safe inside, outside of the all-day severe thunderstorms. So, yeah, you guys, it's a thing. Like, you're constantly sort of just on the fly planning things. Some things are not that big a deal, and then others could potentially be life-threatening if you're not making wise choices. And number one goal?
Don't die.
So we're staying true to that, but we're enjoying this day. It's a beautiful day. I feel better now that we have arrangements to get off the mountain, and we'll be safe tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we will be dropped back off Wednesday. It's supposed to still rain a little bit Wednesday, but not thunderstorms. And so we may hike in Roan Mountain with some rain, but we're okay with the rain, just not okay with the thunderstorms. And from what I understand, Roan Mountain has a lot of exposed ridgeline, as well as a lot of open balds, I think. So
maybe a little cold, but
yeah,
it's better than getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, not a way we're trying to go. So that's just an update for today, and what half of our morning has consisted of is me searching far out, being on the phone with people, and making arrangements to get us into safety tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we did. Score. Mission accomplished. What are you having for lunch?
Gatorade, chocolate caramel protein bar, and the same tuna that I always have.
Yum-o. I'm having some lemon pepper tuna today, changing it up just a bit. Some Ruffles chips, cheese stick and meat stick, and a PB&J. Yeah, pretty good. And this is our beautiful lunch view. Nice little spot to take a break. Pretty hot today, but it hasn't been too bad because we've had a lot of tree cover. And all has been pretty well so far. To dry off. Try to dry it out a little bit, but it's still pretty soaking wet. Oh, it's cold.
Don't eat it off the hill.
I'll do my best. Oh, no, dirty. See if I can hang it somewhere so we can at least dry it a little bit. It's still so wet. tripping over roots. It helps to get a buff wet, doesn't it? Sure is a hot one today.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
It is cold, but it feels so nice when it's cold around your neck and on your face. Freezing! Little bear just found a little bird. See the eggs in there. That's so, yeah. Alright, that was super cool find. I'm surprised you saw that. It's a very nicely hidden nest. Aw, how cute.
We're losing some.
Wow.
Because they're aging out. One guy, his name's Bob Peoples.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the biggest names in trail maintenance.
Oh, well, we thank you for all of the work that you're doing for us, because it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you to clear the trail and keep it maintained for us. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
We're working on it.
Thank you. Looks like we are nearing the unofficial campsite that we're going to stop at tonight. Oh wow, nice little fire ring that we won't be using, but either way, it'd be nice if somebody wanted to. Ooh, a little stool too. Great place to make dinner right here. We had planned to carry on about another mile to the shelter, but two things deterred us from that. Number one, if you look in far out comments, there's been a bear there every night for the past 3 days. Yep, and it actually got a bag or two in the last couple of days.
Yeah. And that's just not worth it for us.
Yeah, so we're about a mile away from the shelter, which I know probably by means of bear that isn't really that far. But what we know is that the bear is using that shelter as dinner, so we're going to camp about a mile away.
Yeah.
The second thing is, and also why we decided to get off trail tomorrow to wait out the thunderstorm instead of just zeroing in that shelter, which is pretty close to the base of Broad Mountain, because that actually was a thought that we might just zero in the shelter in the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
But there's comments on Far Out that as soon as just a couple of days ago, and then like a week before that, there have been 2 people with active norovirus symptoms in that shelter. So no thank you.
Nah.
Most of y'all know how we feel about shelters to begin with, but you know, in case of a thunderstorm, obviously that's a safer place than your tent. But yeah, it's just best that we get off trail and go be safe in a hostel that has a lot of really great reviews and is new. So it's going to be the Refuge hostel picking us up tomorrow.
Yes.
So anyways, we're here. Found a little campsite. Great job picking out a level spot to put our tent, Little Bear. And we're going to carry on with dinner.
Yeah, and life.
Yeah, and life.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So Little Bear and I have a pretty good system going where I will start cooking when we get to camp, and then she, as you can see her over there now, starts setting up the tent. And it works really well because while I'm doing this, the tent is being put up, and by the time I'm done cooking and our food is hydrating, we'll have dinner together, and then all we have left to do really is get our bedding set up inside. So it's really a good system that we have going. And she's gotten really, really good, if I'm being honest, even better than me, I think, at staking out our tent pretty tautly, so that if there's high winds or anything like that, it just holds up really well. I don't think we're expecting any high winds today, or really anything today, to be honest, so that's great. Now tomorrow, if we were staying, that would be a different story, but as you guys know, we are not. We are safely getting off the mountain tomorrow morning. Tonight we are having for dinner another ramen bomb. So this is Little Bear's, and then she will add the toppings and all of that good stuff whenever she gets done with that part. There may or may not be water here at this campsite, but because I wasn't sure if there was, about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles ago, I got 2 liters of water and just carried it into this campsite, so we didn't have to worry about getting water while we got here. Obviously makes it a lot of a heavier carry, but it's only for a couple miles, and to me it's worth it, because then once we get here, I don't have to go find water, especially if there happens to not be any water. Little Bear, you want 1.5 cups or 2 cups of water? I can't remember. I think right in the middle, like 1 3/4 cups. Huh? Yeah, I think so. Let's see, I can't put the cup the wrong way. There, now I can see it. If you want to come add your stuff to your ramen, are you almost done with that? Yeah, it's rehydrating now. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really, really good. High five. Thanks. I just haven't Not my spoon. Actually. Oh. In the front of my pot, can you grab my whatever's left in my food bag, my spoon and like the face mask in there? Thank you.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good.
Very.
Well, that was a pretty nice day, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would really say so.
Yeah. It was nice to wake up on Beauty Spot.
Yes, that was so lovely. Although it was kind of socked in.
Yeah.
Okay, really socked in up until like 8:30.
Yeah. Because we left about 9, so it was
Yeah.
pretty socked in. But it was okay. We got a beautiful sunset last night.
Yeah.
Got to camp and have dinner with our friends. And it was great. It was worth it. But today we went from Beauty Spot to an unnamed campsite for 14.4 miles. And yes, let's think about what is the highlight of the day.
Highlight. Huh. Today in general was just a very great day.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like one specific highlight. I mean, we didn't have spectacular views. We didn't have amazing waterfalls. We didn't have anything that stands out. But I think it was just a good day.
We did have a good lunch with the view, so there's
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah, nothing spectacular like we've seen before, but I agree. I think today was just a good day. I think we were productive. We just walked. Okay, so I think my highlight is that although it was in the 80s today, there was a nice breeze and quite a bit of shade that we were able to get from the trees. So I think that was kind of the highlight for me because it could have been much hotter.
That is true, but I would also say like that was my character builder.
Good
Just
call.
the heat in general, because like there's these stretches of like 80, 90 feet where like just the sun just blares down on
Gosh, more than that. And I mean, even probably half mile to a mile in some stretches.
you. Yeah, it was not my highest energy day, but because of the sun. But
yeah, so I think that at some point, I mean, I'm not sure when exactly, but at some point we're going to start getting up very early, hiking early in the morning for maybe 3-4 hours, getting some miles in, taking a break between 11 and 1, maybe even 2, depending on how hot it is, and then hiking the remainder of the miles in the evening time just to get out of the heat of the sun. So, I mean, we might be getting close to that time.
yeah, I am excited to go swimming though, because I'm getting like a new shirt today. Not today. Thursday.
In a couple of days, when we go
in a couple of days, that I can like just wear while going swimming, and I am so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. There are a lot of fun things to look forward to, don't we? As the seasons change and as we just kind of meander down trail.
It's gonna be really hot though to like actually go swimming, because the water, it's still freezing.
It's very cold. Yeah.
My water bottle still gets a little cold. Like it's still cold after like miles of hiking.
Yeah.
With my body heat and everything.
I wonder how cold the water is. I mean, I know it depends on where we are, but I mean, it's cold enough to where it kind of takes your breath away.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, even just putting your feet in. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how cold it gets, but I think I'm really looking forward to. Sorry, there's a fly in here, and both of us just looked up and we're like, oh, you're gonna have to go, our little friend. Anyways, so character builder. Did I say my character builder?
No, but I said the heat.
Yeah, I guess that would probably be for me too, the heat. And again, we've already talked about it, so I don't want to go, into it all again, but just the whole idea of first thing this morning, sort of realizing, hey, let's scramble and find a way to get off the mountain because it's not going to be safe to climb Roan Mountain tomorrow in an all-day thunderstorm. And so I guess that was kind of a character builder too, because it's a completely unplanned, I guess we can call it a Nero, because we're going to have to do about 4.75 miles down to the road to get picked up tomorrow. So it's kind of a Nero. But it was unplanned, and we have a 0 coming up at the end of the week that we're really excited about because we haven't zeroed since Hot Springs.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and so we were really excited about that, and we just kind of wanted to push through, these next 50 plus miles to get to Roan, Tennessee, and we're having to take tomorrow off. So we're brainstorming. We're kind of just rolling with it. It's always going to be safety first. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, everybody was able to get off the mountain tomorrow morning. Everybody was able to get a shuttle or a ride or a hostel to wait it out tomorrow. So that makes me feel good knowing at least any of our friends that we become close to won't be trying to get up and over Roan Mountain tomorrow. So it is what it is. And I think, as in life, we're really good at rolling with the punches and just being flexible and adapting and overcoming. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I will never, ever, ever regret being cautious or erring on the side of caution. I will never regret that, even if I'm wrong. So, but it sounds like I'm not wrong because the thunderstorms are rolling in tomorrow. All right, well, I don't really have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I have Allie, but if you guys already saw her, then you saw her. So here she is.
Yeah.
But
well, thank you guys for watching our videos, for commenting, interacting. I know we can't always respond to everybody, but thank you so much. I love you, to my amazing husband, Jaden, Ava, Logan. I love you guys so much, and I miss you so much. And give the dogs Kira and Salem and Phoenix and Ellie.
Ellie.
A big hug from me too. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow on day
44.
maybe. Sounds good.
Love and light to you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.